guys, are we recording?
I think
We're doing another one.
We're doing an IMOMSOHARD podcast, you guys, which I am tired. I got the booster shot. All I am is a little bit tired. Can I say that? I don't fucking care. I got it.
Why would you be afraid to say it?
I don't know.
All we want is to keep everybody safe and healthy. And that's it. And by the way, I've put a lot of shit in my body, so I'm fine to put this vax in my body.
All I'm going to say is about me personally, I'd be quite the hypocrite after all the unchecked things I've put into my body.
My Velveeta consumption alone is upsetting.
We're doing the live show. We've got a whole bunch of dates coming out in 2022, which we will announce soon. Yeah, cities you don't even know about yet.
Secrets you don't even know about.
There's a lot you don't know about us.
Me, Mr. Smarty Pants.
But we do the, it's an all new show, but we do the mom bags in the show because that's an always new adventure.
Totally fun.
I put this tincture in my mouth that I'm pretty sure.
What?
Remember, I put this CBD stuff in a show.
I didn't know. What did you say? What'd you call it?
A tincture.
Oh, what? What's a tincture? What the hell? Are you making up a word?
It's like a serum that you consume.
In my life, I've never heard that word.
Oh.
A tincture?
Yep.
Is that the thing that holds it in?
No, that's what it's like.
That's not called a thingamajig?
Like here. Here.
Tincture.
I'm going to Google it.
What are you?
She's looking at me like...
Merit scholar?
I don't think it's that.
I think it is. I don't think anybody's ever heard that word. I think it's made up.
A medicine made by dissolving a drug in alcohol. And I took marijuana dissolved on stage.
And Jen looked at me after and she goes, am I high? Am I high? I feel fine. Wait, do I feel fine or am I saying that? Am I high?
Am I handshaking because I'm nervous or because I'm high?
Am I comfortable or am I what?
So I'm not a lady that's going to stare down the needle twice.
No,
I'm just going to say, go for it, man.
Yeah, this is how
you
we
look
roll.
like a nice Army reservist. I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take, oh man, those guys dishing
I've had
out
a nickel
the
for every time I said that. Huh?
That first round of vaccinations, I accidentally called this gal who worked in the National Guard Army, and she gave me the shot aggressively. My bad.
Oh,
Second time I went in to get my follow-up shot, I was with my husband, had to play it cool because Jesus, the guys there looked like they were doing a calendar.
Hello, Captain
I was
America.
like, yes, please reward me for coming to get my second shot.
There's got to be some good in it.
Then I got weirdly nervous.
They don't give you lollipops, so they should give you a...
No, he goes, ma'am, I just need your right arm. And I was like, he just has to see my boobs. I could not understand. I took my shirt off.
I cannot legally give you a shot in your boobs. So can you put your shirt back on, please?
So I took my pants off, and then
also not legal.
Wait, sir, I just want to show you my.
This doesn't go in your butt. It goes into your arm.
But I
show
took
me
off my
your
pants.
arm, ma'am.
So
your arm.
Then finally, my husband was
Security.
like, "What?"
So she's still waiting on that second shot,
that second one,
basically.
And some to get off some no-fly lists. It's fine.
We also, you got to get off that no-fly list because we're going to be traveling around a lot. Oh, man.
I can't wait. I cannot say this enough. Doing the live show, we always talk about it. I love it.
It's so fun.
You love it.
It's so fun.
So much fun.
We eat so much food.
So much food.
It's literally like a party with you ladies. Like you're having drinks with us. You're cheersing with us. It's a blast.
Yeah,
and
my pants don't fit, but that's fine.
Oh God,
We're wearing jumpsuits, so that's better. I don't want to get into that. I'm just going to make me mad at myself.
I know. Also, I don't want to get into it because
we're doing something really cool. It's different. It's completely different than our live show.
But it's also live.
It's live, but it's like, think of our Facebook lives if you joined us during the quarantine, except this is like gonna have
steroids.
All interactive games,
because all we could see was your comments.
Now we're gonna be able to see you. You're gonna be able to see us. We're gonna be able to do games.
If you have your camera on, we can see you.
It's gonna be
want
awesome.
everybody to wear like ugly Christmas sweaters and stuff like that.
It's gonna be an office party. It's gonna be really
fun. We're gonna have prizes. They're probably gonna be lame.
We're gonna have a couple surprises in there that I want to say so bad, but I can't. But Jen might have to dance on something, but I don't want to say what it is.
Well, Kristin might have to dance on
something that I want to say. Hey, speaking of, if any of the National Guard that were working at the, if that guy is available,
part-time work,
I'm just saying,
are casting.
We're casting something, so reach out to me, sir,
Message
Captain,
us,
whatever, and I apologize for taking off my pants.
You guys,
We're getting into it. It's been hard because we've been gone a lot this month, but now we get to go full tilt into the holidays. My parents are coming out. We're going to probably do a Facebook Live. I'm going to have a conversation with my dad.
You're going
to not use certain...
I got to savor all these details. Because I love it so much. Okay, Thanksgiving has been a tradition for...
15?
Yes.
Because I was coming to your house for Thanksgiving for 2 or 3 years before Colin. Was it 2 years?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah. Yes. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
I think I went home for a couple in there, but you've been doing it forever.
Because when I started in LA, when I moved to LA, which was 17, 18 years ago now, I had asked everybody, I was like, what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Because when you live away from your family, there's two options. You go home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And usually everybody wants to go home for Christmas. So then there's a lot of people stuck in LA or in a big city, wherever you live, that don't have a place to go. And I was like, no, you're all coming to my house. I know how to make a turkey. Everybody thinks it's brain surgery. It's not. It's really, I mean, our moms, our grandmothers really put a lot of effort into making it look like it was brain surgery.
Yeah, because it terrified me. And then I was like, it's just put it in a bag.
Stick it in a bag and do the Butterball's got a calculator online.
I don't even understand, why was my mom so mad all the time?
Well, I tell you, it gets really tricky if you do stuff the turkey. If you stuff it, you got to keep checking that temperature to make sure you got to baste it. I do the bag. You never have to baste
because I don't.
This isn't the part she likes. She likes the social part of it. So every year we have a bunch of people. Didn't get to do it last year.
I know.
So this year we're doing it upright. It's going to be. We're going to have a big bunch again.
Yes.
And so the day before is prep day. My friend Ron comes early.
Yeah.
I start drinking about 8 a.m.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
I show up with a lot of family members.
I'm going still too fast for myself. I like to spend probably 2 days before. It's going to be Monday this year. And I'll spend about three hours going to grocery stores.
Yeah.
I love it.
You like to slow roll a grocery store.
I love it because I don't want to miss anything. I go down every aisle. I get just in case. And I got a list of stuff that I like to get at different grocery stores too, because you get a little bit better quality, organic kind of stuff.
I just cry a lot at a grocery store. I'm like, I don't remember how many ounces, and my phone's in the car. Someone help me.
I've got a stack of recipes with me. I'm going
Not
through
on your
it.
phone.
I've got a system.
On a piece of paper.
Kristin and I were talking about this.
On a piece of paper.
Men, do
not use your phone in a grocery store.
No.
It's rookie move. It's a rookie move.
Because I think you're just checking Facebook, and I need you to get the F out of the way.
But if you have a list.
I know what you're doing.
And you respect it, and you're like, do you need help?
Can I help you find something?
Can I help you? You look like you're looking through. Are you wondering what spice your wife wants? For that, I'm gonna lean you in the right direction. But if you're on your phone, I'm like, you're checking Sports Center. Or if you're another lady on the phone, I'm like, stop talking to your sister on FaceTime.
Hey, it's rude to be on speakerphone in the grocery store. Some of us, it's our only time
Use
away.
a paper list.
I tell you what, it's a good time to talk to people. I can't tell you how many people I have helped find the Velveeta, and who in turn have helped me, because it's not where you think it's going to be. It's not in the cheese.
Displace.
It's always always at an end cap, and it's pretty
cap.
unpredictable because it's not cheese, but you need it.
Yep.
You need a lot of it. I mean, if we're going to be honest.
If you're not bringing Velveeta, I'm not going to that. I'm not yoga.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to go to a place where they're like, here's a healthy version of green bean casserole. What is that? That's green beans. No thanks. Although I don't like green bean casserole either. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Don't worry.
I'm not going to ruin this podcast with my lack of vigor over the Thanksgiving meal.
I do it
because Thanksgiving itself is so fun.
But I love there's not a build up to it that I do not like. I've got Thanksgiving decorations. I've got all my tablecloths figured out. I'm going to take them to get pressed before we leave to go out of town. I have already purchased candles and ribbon, so that everybody gets their own. I'm looking for little gifts at everybody's seat at the table.
I'm starting to sweat.
I've already purchased little crafts for all the kids who are there to make ornaments for Christmas. You better start
purchasing carafes for the adults, because
I've got so much wine it's not even legal. I mean, I'm going to fully stock. We've got that globe bar in the living room. I'm going to fully stock that with
That's where my dad's going to be.
All the stuff. I'm going to have a fancy drink station too, where you can cut up your own mint and add it to it or whatever.
Yep.
But then all the food. We start prepping Wednesday before, start drinking the Wednesday before. I send out a list, bring this, bring this, bring this. And then I just fully panic until the food is on the table. And
I'm
it's
useless.
wonderful.
I show up on a Wednesday. I sit down. I put on an apron. Somebody gives me a small task. Generally, I'm in charge of the pumpernickel
No sharp
bread.
knives. Yeah.
No, and I just slow roll that. Nobody, and I eat one for every 4 I make.
Put some ranch spread
Then
on
I
this.
wear elastic pants, and then my parents are coming into town, so I kind of can predict what's going to happen. We're going to go to Jen's house. It's going to smell good. My dad's going to lose all focus because he's going to be anticipating the meal, and my mom isn't going to be able to like Hawkeye his meal, his portions.
Yeah, I'm
so
going to make sure it's his free day. I'm going to make sure it's a cheat day.
Free day. He's going to. They're
My
not going
in-laws
to
are
allow
coming.
him to fly.
I'm going to make sure Ken and Dewey get whatever they want.
Yep.
On my watch, it's,
But then on the other side is going to be me having cocktails because my mom is going to hover around Jen's house and I'm going to hear, gosh, I just love that you like to decorate because that is something I'm really missing with my daughter. She just, you know what I love? I love that you have antique frames. Where do you get that?
she
Could you
can
help
just,
Kristin?
but she decorates her house.
She loves to decorate. She's really good at it. You too. I am going to be a very failed daughter it's fine. I bring the comedy heat, but she will just enjoy your house. She's
Well-
going to walk around. She's going to look at how everything's organized. And it's going to be like that sister thing where like, there's going to be the one shining star and it is not going to be me.
Well, it's you know what? It's nice to have one mother talk to me. I appreciate, even if it's yours. I'm glad to have
she
that.
will delightfully she's gonna love all of your glass displays with all your
But does she really say that? I mean, does she? I get she and I like that, and like
does she say I need to do
Colin's mom and I love antiques. We can talk
Yeah.
antiques all day. My mother-in-law and I love serving things like little spoons and little plates. And guess what she's given me?
Oh, that's nice.
She's
given
given
me
me
cool
some
stuff and
she's
port
given me
glasses. Those
oyster
port glasses.
dishes.
Oh, how cool. My mom came to visit during the pandemic when we were in lockdown. She was she was one of 4 on a flight. She had to wear 40 masks and like a shield and 17 pairs of gloves.
Fly the plane herself.
It was like
Yeah.
Mad Max. I picked her up at the airport. There was so many restrictions. We get home.
I could see her
And my
walking.
mom was upset about my lack of bowls. So she made me do a curbside pickup at Crate and Barrel. During a pandemic, during a lockdown, when there was literally not a human, but my bowls were upsetting.
You guys-
and she would not let it go. And so I
I've
went
tried
to
give
Crate
her a
and
set
Barrel.
of dishes. I've tried.
Why do I
okay?
need 14 different
well,
bowls?
Well,
You did fine.
This is a bigger conversation.
Honestly, she did that because I had broken so many during the pandemic because we had it doesn't even matter. I bought 16 damn white bowls from Crate and Barrel, so now
Yeah.
everybody can be happy.
Yeah.
She just likes that you delight in decorating.
I do.
And I get very stressed out.
I from Pottery Bar. I have the caterer's set of dishes because
Oh,
if they
great.
break, they're easy to replace, and they're white, so I can mix and match them with
Yeah,
other.
I'm already, I'm outside.
Okay,
I'm outside,
Yeah,
I'm doing
so
games with the
that's
kids.
not her thing.
Playing cornhole.
But no, my question is she makes you feel bad about it though?
No, it's mostly, actually sometimes, yeah. She'll say stuff like, I know everybody has their way of doing things, but I really like to keep a clean house. It's fine. She'll go, you know what? I think the kids just have a lot of stuff. You kids didn't have that much
God.
stuff. And I'm like, I failed it. First of all,
Remind me not to let her in the bedrooms.
First
okay?
of all, the basement, we had a full basement that was all kids' toys and like a land
Yes,
of
very
where
different
in Nebraska you have a full basement so you can put stuff away. We
Right.
have very little closet space and we have a small house and we do have a lot of stuff, but we have small rooms. Like my mom, you're talking Nebraska real estate where you can get a house that's like 3,000 square feet and that's your standard. In LA,
Yeah.
you're like every square foot you're like maximizing because it costs $1 billion. So it's all fine.
Absolutely.
My mom is awesome. She comes into town. She helps. She is delighted to go to your house for Thanksgiving, mostly because we get to like cook and hang out, and our thing is kettle tonics at night and watching
I
a Hallmark
love it.
movie. We hold hands like little old ladies. It's great.
We're gonna. So the Wednesday before, Kristin and I also started this tradition of doing a Facebook Live, so you can see the chaos.
Will you please tell the story about when?
Yeah. So for instance, couple.
But I need to tell everybody how beautiful your house
Thanksgiving.
is and how everything is made of glass and everything is an antique. So that's like a mother's nightmare. Like literally.
Yeah. Well, we are doing a Facebook Live. We're on the air.
Yeah,
You know,
my mother-in-law
people doing dishes in the background like a hero. A lot of chaos. A lot of kids running around. Why do I feel like there were other kids there too?
Was it just ours?
Felix and Light? Who was there? It felt like there was more. It felt like more than
It felt
four
like we
kids.
had 100 people at your house.
And we're doing the Facebook Live. Finn comes in with a Louisville Slugger over his shoulder, which
wooden bat.
baseball bat. Which my husband keeps by the back door in case coyote or a robber.
Yeah. My son was new into baseball and wanted to show off that he could swing.
Yep.
And he would have been, that would have been when he was 8, right? Because we wouldn't have done last year, so it would have been the year before. So, he's not Jose Canseco. He's, how old is that reference? Jeez. He's not Josh Turner or whatever his name is, all the Dodgers.
He's not the babe.
He's not. Well, Jose Canseco is now like 60 something, but I could go back and
Sounds
even.
hot. Okay.
Anyway, he's not a professional MLB baseball player.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Justin Turner is who
And
we like.
And we all know as mothers, they're not paying attention to.
They're not. So
they're
my
not
son
checking out
walks
the
in with
batter's
a
box.
bat, and
Yeah.
we're Facebook Live, by
Yeah.
the way, at this time, and I see this bat come in, and I'm like, if he turns, he's going to break something.
Yeah. So this is a good demonstration of how our brains work. Kristin sees him as he's walking in the front door or walking in the door of the kitchen, and she's like, Finn, you have a bat. I hear the words. I look up, I see the bat, look back down, and then look back up again once the math all comes together in my head, and I'm like, Finn, get the bat away from me. How did you
we
grab
got
it?
real Midwesty, and then we both put our hands on our hips, and then we just both were nasaling him sideways, where we were like, Finn, you can't come in with that bat, and you can't swing it outside because you don't know who's behind you, and you can't.
It was pitch
don't
black out
move.
too. It was so dark.
And then I
too.
grabbed the bat and walked back in, and I held the bat, and then he was arguing with me during a Facebook Live. But I just wanted to show everybody I could hit it over the fence. I'm like, that is a neighborhood fence. That is a neighbor's lawn.
For the record, this was really close after the badminton racket incident of Easter of that year, where my son took what I thought was the flat side of the racket to the eye, and I laughed a little bit. And then he was
got
laying
hit.
face
Was
down.
that
He
my
hit
son who
pretty
did
hard.
that?
Nope, that was
Another
Linus.
okay, yeah.
Yep.
Good.
And he was fine, you guys. I know that can be it, but I thought it was I thought if anything, he's going to have this waffle mark on his face. I didn't realize it was
Well, no, because it's
I
got
was
the
at a
hard
bad
side-
angle,
Look,
and everybody was literally like, "You're the shittiest mom I've
not if you're
ever
from Nebraska.
seen."
If that thing would have had to have been if we were going to the ER, you're not worried. You're pissed that they're taking you away from
I
a
may have
party.
never laughed harder. I laughed so hard because I really didn't know.
Because you thought he just got bonked with the. Of course,
I was
you didn't know.
it looked like a cartoon bonking.
When somebody walks through a screen door, which is literally the funniest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Yes.
If you've never seen somebody walk through a screen door, there's nothing more delightful.
Yeah.
Especially if they're pretty and their face smushes. It's great.
I gotta get a
Honestly,
screen
great.
door for that.
I had a
for
friend
Thanksgiving.
who was very stuck up, and she walked through a screen door, and her face smushed, like she was wearing a pantyhose over her head.
That's where you
and
wanna
I
zoom
could
out.
not stop
Yeah.
giggling, and she was so pissed the whole time. She was like, "I don't know why you keep laughing," and I was like, "Cause that shit is funny."
Yeah.
I'm an asshole too sometimes. See.
All right. Well, it's
Okay, so back to Thanksgiving. It's going to be really nice to be around family. It's going to be really nice to have our families merge even more.
Yeah.
We've got in-laws meeting, my parents meeting, sisters
Yeah.
and brothers, and
Well, okay, so a lot of traditions are merging too this year. So we do this Vegas show the week before Thanksgiving every year, which is super duper fun. We take an extra day.
yeah,
Don't tell anybody,
Yeah, shh.
but it's really fun at the Green Valley Ranch. It'll be past that by the time you guys hear this podcast, won't it?
Yeah, I said we were working. So,
oh, sorry. Don't tell Colin.
Yeah, don't tell Colin.
I know you're listening, Addison. Do not message
Addison, do not.
Do not. That's
tell
my
Colin.
But here's my dilemma. I brought one of my lists. I've got a couple. So this is what I want to accomplish before I have 9 million people in my house. And I right now have Monday and Tuesday basically to do it.
I know.
I've got some time tomorrow. I got to touch up all the white paint.
Oh, God.
I got to wash all the throws.
I'll do that. I'm good at that. I don't want to have to, don't make me work with the food kitchen stuff. I can go do, you want me to mow?
No, there's a person that does that. Okay, fine. And
Mulch?
He's called my husband.
I will literally, can I please do, okay, go ahead.
Okay, I would like to, you're going to disagree with me on this, so I'm going to go.
Go.
My decision has been made, just so you know. The wall behind my TV in the kitchen, matte black, the whole thing. It's going to be dope. Isn't that going to be so cool?
I think that's a giant mistake.
You're
going to make it look good.
It's going to be awesome because I'm going to have a bunch of gold and stuff.
But all of your furniture is dark in there.
The rest of it's entirely white and it's all windows.
I'm not going to get in your way. But I think this is
You guys heard me say my decision has been made up on
I'm not going to say, I think there
so
is a time.
So are you saying you won't paint it for me? I know you brag about your cutting in all the time.
I am very good at painting. I would say... I'm surprised you don't want to go with a cool wallpaper there.
I would love to go with a cool wallpaper, don't have time? But I just don't.
You want me to do some fancy woodwork?
I've been thinking about wallpaper for a really long time in there.
Yeah, I think wallpaper would be very cool. But for the holidays, fine. I'll do a black. That makes no sense.
Somebody hear me out and support me. So I bought a white Christmas tree.
Okay, that's going to look cool.
Okay, against the black wall. So somebody listen to me. I think it's going to be super cool. That wall is textured. It has this old 1950s beadboard, which is really cool. Got cool texture. I'd be a maniac crazy person if I got rid of that.
No, you can't get rid of that. But you want to paint that black too?
Yeah. I'm going to show you pictures. I'm going to show you some
Is Britt on board
pictures.
With this?
He doesn't need to know about it. I'd be surprised if he notices.
I'm only concerned that your beautiful furniture that you have set up there that fits in there so perfectly is going to look very dark against it. That's my only concern. But it does have a white marble top, which will look very cool.
I think it'll make that white gold. I think it'll make the white pop more. And the other thing I like is those black antique cabinets, that I redid that are in front of it. They're wood on the inside. I turn the lights on, and it's all these different.
I could party with that. I can paint your wall. Let me paint.
Okay.
I'm way better at painting.
Wash my bench covers. I need to clean the back house because my in-laws are staying in there. I have new curtain rods I need put up.
Colin can put those up.
And I need the rug shampooed.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
That seems unreasonable.
I also would really love to. I'm turning Delilah's frozen house into Santa's workshop to put in the front yard. I don't know. I'm hoping. I don't know. I got to get back on diet pills or something because I honestly need more energy and time to do this because I don't know. What can wait?
The Santa house, or you can do.
That's the one I want to do the most, Kristin.
The black wall. I don't know.
That's number 2. Oof. I guess cleaning.
You don't need
is
the rug cleaned. It's gonna get dirty.
Okay, but I was gonna do. There's just one rug in my husband's office that somebody spilled tar on. I don't know.
Well, don't you have a backup rug? I know you.
I do. Okay. Good point. I can do that.
Jen has I noticed there's one Thanksgiving when I went to her house because I used to think it would drive me crazy because we would go into her house and she has these nice rugs and people would have their shoes on. And so then my OCD the whole time I'm like, why are you stepping on that rug with your shoes? We have nice rugs, but we have a weird need to have shoes on because we have tile and it's a nightmare. So I'm always like, you can be in the house with shoes on, don't step on the rugs with shoes. So then I can't stop and then I put rugs on top of rugs.
Yep.
But then I noticed your rug was different in your living room for the party and I was like, bitch has a backup rug.
It's a backup rug.
And then I was like, where'd you get this rug? She's like, Craigslist for free. And I'm like, that rug had a human body in it.
Probably did.
That was, somebody was folded up in that and taken somewhere to not be identified.
I don't.
And that is fine.
I can't. I have the dogs and kids that I have do not allow, and I want to have a party and have shit get spilled and not worry about it too. So my rugs are not nice, and my husband agrees with me. I would rather buy a new rug every 6 months. It's $150 off Amazon. Get the nicest one I can and just replace it.
I'm going to say something that I do not like Bezos, and I love to support small business, so I really love Etsy and stuff like that, but you can't beat a $150 rug on Amazon. I'm really telling you, they're pretty decent.
I know.
We've got one that looks really fancy, $150. Rugs are expensive.
And I do have a couple nice ones, but guess what I do? I put a cheap rug on top of it because
I literally have 18 rugs on top. I'm one of those people. That say, I can't have nice things. I've got one yellow chair that looks really cool. I don't want anybody to sit in it. You guys can, but my kids are filthy.
You go over there and there's like police tape over it. Yeah. She won't let you.
I'm gonna be the lady with plastic furniture, with plastic on it.
Yeah.
That never takes it off.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea.
I literally think it's fine. And my kids are so sticky and gross that I could Windex the settee after they're on
Absolutely. I mean, the only other way for a mom to have nice furniture is if you invested in all like airport seats.
Yeah. Which sounds great, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know how, that's one of my biggest things is like, right now, our furniture, we have this chair sounds farty. It's not me. We have a nice sectional and we have a nice chair that we got because our room is big and I wanted a place that we could all cozy. And now after a pandemic, we've been on it twice as much as normal humans, and our couch is like, look, I can only take so much. It's already starting to like cushions are getting
the couch
low.
Put in its notice.
Yeah, because they were like, holy crap, we've worked 3 times. This is not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we got a leather chair, which I love leather because I think it can take a beating. And so I don't care about that as much, but I'm like, we have a dining room and it has the table and chairs collectively were $600. There's literally, we bought 2 chairs that were additional that were put on backwards and they gave them to us for like $50. So we got the whole thing set.
What part of the chair was
the bottom? The bottom.
Ooh.
So when you sat in it, it tipped forward and Colin was like, they just put it on backwards. But if we talk them down, I can get these extra chairs.
He can fix that.
The guy running it, listen, this is Urban Home. They were like, yeah, you can just take them. Like we were like,
you can steal them. I don't want to have to move it.
Won't die. This table and chairs and the couch I got from the showroom floor for $450 in cash is like our favorite place to sit. So I'm like so mixed up whether or not I think it's worth it, but sometimes I think it's worth it. But if I do buy something nice, then I don't want anybody to use it.
Yeah, well,
don't have kids, FYI.
No, the nicest things I bought are those black couches that I have in my living room. Guess what I hate the most?
You hate them.
I hate them because they look beautiful. They're not comfortable. And all I want is to cuddle and watch a movie with my kids, and I don't have a place to do that.
Yeah, I'm a comfort over. I can sometimes go down that road where I'm like, but it's really comfortable. And then everyone's like, nobody likes beanbags. I'm like, but if you lay in it, they're so comfortable.
I don't know. A beanbag isn't good for your profile, but they're so comfy.
So comfortable.
Oh my
God.
gosh, yeah.
If you're a kid from our generation, beanbags were,
then
it went to video chairs. Do you ever remember having one of those? My mom got them, and it was definitely for my sister's generation. They were these chairs that had upholstery on them, and you could kind of tip back in them.
Yeah.
We called them video chairs. I mean, talk about not having any manners when you're sitting. You're spread eagle as hell, but God, they're comfortable. I could balance in one and sit crisscross applesauce and watch TV. It was fantastic. And then guess what? The backs of them, the headrest would get covered in grime because kids' heads are disgusting. But my mom's a genius because then we didn't sit on her couch.
Yeah, that's really smart.
Moms are smart, man. In the holidays, it's next level, girl. You got 2 days. We're going to have to work hard.
I know. I got a lot that I want to get done.
I need my parents to be at your house a lot, so put me to work.
I am happy
Terry and
to.
Dewey. Dewey will keep us happy. Mom, Terry, she'll busybody herself into a grave, so she'll be great.
Very happy. I'm going to start tonight on getting what recipes, because I always do the same. I always do a turkey. I'm a sage turkey person. I don't brine it. I use a bag.
Great. I don't know
The
what
only
any of that
time
means,
it's
so
ever
it
been
sounds
messed
great.
up is when we didn't actually have a functional kitchen, but we still had 25 people over and my husband fried it. It was the driest thing.
Turkey fryers are why people's houses start on fire.
Yeah, FYI, you can't fry a frozen turkey. You would think you would be able to, but it turns to water and it overflows with hot grease. So, and then it also burns. So I do that. Then I always do a side of dressing. I don't stuff the turkey. I use my grandmother's recipe. I like tear up bread the day before. Kristin doesn't like it.
It hurts her feelings, and I know that.
It doesn't hurt my feelings. I just feel like I thought I knew you. I thought you had good
I am very much an
ideas
outlier. I do not like Thanksgiving food.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
love it.
beginning
It's like
to
my
end.
last meal. I have somebody bring in sweet potatoes, the green bean casserole. I always make pearl onions. Yep, because my husband's mom used to make it for him. Love it. I make like this white wine sauce, and it's all by
It's delicious.
taste.
My dad will literally, he might combust. He'll be so
good.
happy.
It's I love to eat them, and I can't believe that I do. I usually do like a cranberry chutney, which is my only like recipe from a fancy magazine.
Yeah.
And then we do mashers.
Yeah, mashed potatoes I can get behind. You make a little dip. If you're
Yep.
worth your salt, you make the mashed potatoes, you make a little like lake in the middle, and you fill it up with ranch.
See, that's where I call the police. I don't believe in ranch dressing on
Why
mashed
are you
potatoes.
talking about that?
I do gravy. I
How
do
dare you,
gravy off
gross.
all the drippings. Yep, I
Gravy
love it.
is so okay.
And I make the dressing off of. I use the neck, the heart, and the
I
liver.
know,
And
I know. You and my mom. It's so
nope.
gross.
You know what?
It's so
Nobody ever
gross.
knows. It's just such good flavor. Casey, don't make that face. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's just good flavor. And what else am I doing? I see. I don't even know. I got to throw some salads in there. Somebody gets upset.
Terry's bringing that. Don't worry.
She's bringing a broccoli cauliflower.
Yeah, that she swears by. I'm like, yeah, good times. I'm
usually
bringing
do a
pumpkin
cream
bread. I
corn.
don't like pumpkin pie. My son,
Casey's bringing pumpkin pie. I will eat the hell out of that, especially
my
if I
son
get
is
high.
a pumpkin pie. This
I
is what
won't.
my son said. He
I
goes,
might.
Mom, I think I love Thanksgiving the most because pumpkin pie is the best thing that's ever been made. I was like, God love you for saying that, because I do think Thanksgiving gets kind of run over by Christmas.
Yeah.
But it is such a, I think this year everybody's going to feel really sentimental, and I think that's great. It's not my favorite thing to
for
feel,
sure
but
it is.
I do feel like this is the year that we all need to look at each other and be like, thank God I'm looking at you in 3D and not over a Zoom.
You just reminded me I got to get my kitchen tree up too in 2 days, because I got a white one because my tree that I left up year round, there's only one little section of lights that works. So I got a white one that's coming, and then I got to put up all of my, I have food ornaments that go on the kitchen tree, so I like to have that up at Thanksgiving.
I need to come over. You have no time.
Yep. We should probably do it.
My mom can clean. Yeah, I'm like, we should go to your house right now. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Colin can tape. He can put up your blinds. I can do the
I do.
the
I might
paint.
need them on those blinds. I'm a little bit, because this is the first time, I want to say this is the first time my in-laws have stayed at my house.
Oh boy.
Because
That's the thing.
they lived.
We're going to hold on that because we're going to talk about, we're going to have so
Yeah.
much to say after the fact.
Yeah, because we'll talk about everybody visiting. But I'm just nervous about having,
I know. And you know.
because they're bringing their cat. You guys, it's literally going to be
What?
National Lampoon's Vacation. Because,
What?
Yeah, they have a Maine Coon cat that, Coco, she's beautiful, but she's going to stay in the back house. She's going to stay in the back house.
This is a part of this story I did not know.
She is welcome to come. She's not my responsibility. She's going to be in the back house.
Jen,
What?
you have 3 dogs.
Why? They will not be allowed in the back house that day. Those days.
That cat's going to get out. That cat is going to get eaten. Just saying. It's happening.
You just ruined Thanksgiving, Kristin.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You know what I do? I think through problems and I think, how do we solve this problem? You say you're going to be in the back house. Kids are going to go in that back house. You got to lock off the back house.
Okay. You can be on
Oh, great. I'm on cat patrol. I'm on
I
pussy
think
patrol.
the cat, it will be, if there's a concern.
Why are they bringing a cat? Cats don't travel.
They don't have a cat sitter. They just moved there. I don't know. I don't know, but you know me, I'm not going to say no to an
Cats are
animal
so
coming to my
weird.
house. You could be like, I'm going to bring my 14-foot boa constrictor, and I'd be like,
I promise you wouldn't be.
if it was in the back house, I would.
I
If it
love
was in
you,
the
but I
back
call
house.
bullshit on that because you would. How about this? What if they're like, I have a pet skink that I
Like, it will be amongst friends in my backyard. So skinks are legless, or snakes with legs.
and they're
in my backyard, you
uncivilized.
guys.
They're
And-
uncivilized.
And I don't know what I did in a past life, but they're so gross.
they're
They're
so gross.
prehistoric and nasty.
They look weird.
They'll
and
hiss at you.
Yeah, they're weird. Fine, we'll have two things that hiss: a cat and skinks, and
I'm going
three
to let
dogs.
that cat loose, and I'm going to have her do some damage on my skinks, man.
Oh my God, we have to go. We have to go. We have so much to do.
We've got a lot to do.
Do you have a hot flash?
Hot flash. So evidently, I've got a lot of crushes right now because I was introduced to this gentleman from one of my friends, and not Kristin, but I have to share the love with Kristin.
I'm upset.
This, so my friend recommended I watch Yellowstone.
This is the hot show right now, and I don't know why I can't see it. Do I have to have frickin' Paramount app? Why can't I find it on Hulu? Where do I see it? Guys, I'm watching Succession, and I need like a moral shower after.
I know. We were watching it the other night, and I was like,
I need a break.
can we watch something that's not people being horrible to each other?
I know.
It's
I don't
a little-
understand it. Everybody really loves it. I love Kieran Culkin. This is not the topic.
Kieran Culkin is not a hot flash, but I do love him.
I would make him my hot flash because I think he's a young Robert Downey Jr. with more cynicism.
But just as messed up, huh?
But we'll talk about Kieran at the next episode because I have something to say about him that is fantastic.
Really? Okay. So the hot flash of the day is Rip from Yellowstone. I'm going to show Kristin a picture.
Oh my!
He is all.
Kind of looks like my husband.
Oh God! Oh, don't ruin this
Little
for
bit.
me.
What's up?
Uh-oh.
This is when I met my husband. This is when I met Colin. He was wearing. Look, man,
boy.
a man in clothes that looks like he's intentionally going to do work. I'm into it. I'm
gonna
into it.
I
He's wearing
knew
a Carhartt jacket and a belt.
That belt buckle is
That
huge.
belt-
He's
you
got.
know it.
He also is like got a past, and he's more like I just
This
started
totally
watching.
goes into your fantasy too because you and I
know-
talk about our.
I love the idea of every time we drive
You're
by
like,
an
I'm in
abandoned
the
house, I'm
prairie.
like, I bet there's a cowboy in there having sex with his girlfriend.
Jen's like, and I'm just the creepy chick watching
I'm
through
looking
the window.
through the window.
Like, who are you in
Anybody want
this?
to buy eggs?
Who are you in this scenario? Is
I
the
don't
question.
know. I'm not.
He's
I have
hot.
no idea.
Everybody loves him right now, but
He's-
I can't find this damn show.
Well, it's,
Where is it, Casey?
You can watch it on Peacock.
Do I have to buy
For
those?
free.
Look at
No,
his
for
eyes. Look at
free.
his eyes. Look at his. He's a tough guy. He's
He
there to do
definitely
work.
has like one of those, like, I've been hurt a time or two.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got sad eyes, and you're like, how do I make him happy?
I know. You use your vagina.
Look at
Hulu,
this
you have
one.
to have a premium subscription.
All
I think
right.
that's
Which I'm
what
not
you're
doing.
running into.
Good God.
All right. Use that picture, Kate. I'm going to do.
You know what that guy does?
I know what that
I know
guy
what
does.
I know what that guy does. That guy goes out and he's like, I have to mend a fence, and then I'm gonna bring in the cattle, and then I'm gonna get in a quick bar fight to defend my girl's honor, and then we're gonna do the two-step. Already, I'm aroused.
I almost just sent this photo to my husband instead of to Casey, and that would have had a lot of explaining to do. Uh-oh.
Mostly because you can't get more opposite than your husband than that guy.
My husband has a beard. He's a man.
He
has some
he's
cowboy
a
boots.
Connecticut. No, he's a Connecticut
has
man.
cowboy boots.
That guy has not worn anything other than Nike Air Force Ones since I've known him.
He enjoys a strong cranberry pant. He
I
does.
know, and that is his Connecticut waspy
Yep.
thing that
He's
I
got it.
appreciate on some level too, because you know deep down inside I
If
have a
it
need
ain't
to
from
want to go to the
Patagonia,
Hamptons.
he's not wearing it. I know.
I love Carhartt men and cowboy men because that's where we're from and what I know.
Yeah.
But I love like East Coast guys because they're the ones that don't like me. So I'm like, I need to be introduced to your very stuffy mom. Like, let's go make out in a closet or something. You know, that's.
Well, I get that. See,
But the Carhartt
that's
people,
very
they're like, go
similar to
collect
the
eggs.
cowboy fantasy I have.
Yeah, you're.
Kristen's like, every time I go by a Eddie Bauer, I picture that there's a well buttoned down man giving it to a cashier in the
I'm not Eddie Bauer. I'm not that desperate.
a Brooks
Ralph
Brothers.
Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers.
I didn't say Eddie Bauer Outlet. Come on.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like, what? Good God.
J.
I'm
Crew.
not
Okay.
at Land's End. God. There's a J. Crew at the very minimum. I just want to be around a guy that has a boat. And then the guy that has a boat but goes boating.
Well,
not a guy
that's-
that goes sailing. I got two different types.
That's my only problem with Rip from Yellowstone is I think I know Rip from Yellowstone, and as much as I can romanticize him on TV, I know he buys a lot at Kmart.
Yeah,
He also is, he's...
You want Rip to all of a sudden start talking in French because your vagina would explode. Because you wouldn't
Absolutely.
know how to. You'd
Yep.
be like, you're Braveheart. Like, why do you know 6 languages, but you don't wear underwear under your kilt?
Yeah.
Like, I need that guy.
Tell me, that guy telling me that breakfast at Tiffany's is in his top 10. Forget
I'm sorry,
it. Forget it.
I'm sorry, my
Kristen
pants
just
just
broke the
exploded.
sofa.
Don't go any further. I can't handle it.
So Kristen has to figure out how to use her TV, and then she's going to watch Rip. And I'm full in. I got my husband watching it. So
I've heard nothing but good things. But my
Yep.
question is, do I need to start on season 4? Because that's all of a sudden. Is that it when he's introduced? Is this the first time?
Oh no, you got to watch episode one, first
it's
one.
Costner,
'cause
right?
it's-
Kevin Costner.
He's in it. Yeah, he's
I
in a
love
producer.
him.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna watch it because I need a break from Succession because I'm like,
It's so mean.
These are all the people that I feel like make me want to barf. Like I
Yeah.
can't. It
That's who-
goes beyond where I start. I don't have it.
real deal. That's who's in Brooks Brothers banging the cashier is the Succession guys, probably.
Wait, the short one. Because maybe, I don't like
Aren't they
any
both
of that.
short?
Yeah, they are really small guys. And no offense, short guys, but I just, like, Kendall looks like he's 5'1".
Yeah.
And Kieran is 5'1".
Yeah.
And I'm 5'8", 5'7". Like,
yeah.
I'm already feel burly.
That's you kind
I'm
of.
going to
You're
do
like,
well against Rip.
I'm going to go to Yellowstone and hang out with Rip because then I look like a tiny, dainty woman.
I am going
as
to be able
opposed-
to eat fried foods, and
Yeah.
I'm going to look good for a while.
That's right. We're going to go
Against Yellowstone, but at a fancy Succession party, I am already not allowed in because I am too big.
Let's watch the first episode of Yellowstone with your mom over and see her lose her mind.
She's already past the first episode, Jen.
She's already
fully watched it. My mom is a horny toad. She watches stuff.
Well,
she's
I heard that there
she's
was
like,
this-
have you watched Bridgerton? And then she'll go, oh, good God, when that? I'm like, good Terry.
When that? Oh, my
Whoa,
God.
when
That- boy, if
Duke
that-
of Hastings, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she I'm like, okay, I think we can be, we've maxed out our relationship at this point.
Yeah. Don't go into details.
Well, she will, with you especially. She'll
Okay.
have kettle tonic, and then she'll talk about
I'm up
being
for it.
Twitter-pated.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy your family.
Yeah, that's our podcast. Bye-bye.